Good evening. Hello. Hi. Good to see you. As you can tell by the clipboard, I would be the director for this evening. I've got a few things that I can tell you. First off, welcome. Thanks for coming out to support sound system and these marvelous actors doing your good man around tonight. In order to keep your stay as uneventful as possible, let me point out a couple of things. Number one, this hall is just large enough for me to tell you that the Tennessee State Fire Marshal's Office would like for you to take a moment to look around and familiarize yourself with the exits. Right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there. Now, the other ways which you enter, no. But the point is, you can go through these doors, go out this way, go straight outside, and I think you probably took the long route in, so that's pretty much that. The other thing I'd like to tell you, any beepers, cellular phones, other things that make little noises during performances, watches, that kind of thing, if you can disable those now, we very much appreciate it. Also, no flash photos or other recording devices. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. New York only allows archival footage to be taken, so we're not supposed to do any of that. You've been warned. The other thing, we don't seem to have quite as many little bitty ones tonight. We've had a couple of very small children last night who were amazingly quiet. If there should be any disruption, anyone starting to get upset, please feel free to go out into the hall and walk it off or whatever and come back in and finish out the show. And that's really pretty much it. I hope that you all will enjoy your good man, Charlie Brown.
With a heart of what you're told. Every single solitary word. You bravely face adversity. You're cheerful through the day. Your thoughts will brave and courteous. And you also have the most before the moment much to say. But you're as good as Charlie Brown. La 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 la. La 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 la. You're as good as Charlie Brown. You're a prince and a prince to be king. With a heart such as yours, you can look at any door, you can go and do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be king. If only you weren't so wishy-washy.
Well, lunchtime is about the worst time of day. Always having to sit here alone. Of course, sometimes mornings aren't always so pleasant either. But waking up and wondering if anybody would really miss me if I never got out of bed. And then there are nights, too. Lying there and thinking about all the stupid things I did during the day. And then all those hours in between when I do all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Well, I guess I better see what I got. Peanut butter. You know, some psychiatrists say people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. Boy, the PTA sure did a good job painting these benches. Hey, there's that cute little redhead girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she'd do if I went over and asked if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed at. There's an empty space next to her right there on the bench. There's no reason why I couldn't just go and sit there. I can do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward, she wouldn't even think of looking at me. In fact, she hardly ever does look at me. I can't remember her ever looking at me. Why shouldn't she look at me? Is there any reason why she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one little moment to... She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
No, Patty, you're thinking of the other dress. The one I wore at the Lucinda's party. The one I'm talking about was the very light blue one with the design embroidered around the waist. I don't remember. Well, it had puffy sleeves like this. And the skirt went out like this. And it had a sash like this. Oh yeah, I remember. Yes, well that was the dress I was wearing last week when I met Frida.
Lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. If that little redhead girl is staring at me with this stupid bag on my head, she must think I'm the biggest fool alive. And of course, if she isn't looking at me, then maybe I can take it off quickly. She'd never notice it. But then if I don't take it off, I'll never know if she was looking. On the other hand, if I don't take it off, I'll never have to know if she was looking. Then again, it's very hard to breathe in here. She wasn't looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, one more lunch over with. Only 2,863 today.
Schroeder, I think the way you play the piano is nice. Do you know something else? It's always been my dream that I marry a man who plays the piano. At parties, he plays something nice like April showers. I'm sure you could play something nice like April showers. Or even Frere Jacques. Beethoven's nice too. Just imagine, what would you think if someday you and I should get married? Wouldn't you like that if someday we two should get married? My Aunt Miriam was right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
I led the pigeons to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, individual with liberty and jewelry fraught. Amen.
You know, I think most of us take newspapers too much for granted. We don't really appreciate the miracle that is the modern daily newspaper. You know, it's difficult to put into words just why one likes a newspaper. Well, I like a newspaper because you don't have to dial it.
I got it.
Give me back my blanket.
No, I got it and I'm gonna keep it. This is just the start you need to break this disgusting habit.
Well, apparently you haven't read the latest scientific studies. You see, a blanket is as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. And many a man spends his days restoring antique automobiles, collecting model trains, collecting old telephones, or even studying about the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly. And you see, this is important because it helps these men cope with their everyday problems. You see, I feel that it's absolutely necessary that I'm going to get my blanket back, so I'm just going to have to give it a good... It's amazing what you can do with some smooth talking and some fast action.
Snoopy! You're such a sweet dog. I wish I could give you a big kiss. But of course I can't.
The curse of a fuzzy face.
You know, Patty, happiness is a fleeting thing, but I believe that a man can come closer to it by directing all the forces in his life towards a single goal that he believes in. And I really don't think that a man's personal search for happiness is a selfish thing either, because by coming closer to it, he can help others to achieve it. Does that make sense to you?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week. Schroeder, what would you do if one day you and I got married and we were so poor? You had to sell your piano to buy these saucepans.
Saucepans?
Well, certainly. You don't expect me to set up housekeeping without a good set of saucepans, do you?
Saucepans?
Well, girls have to think about these sort of things. Boys are lucky. Boys don't have to think about things like saucepans.
I can't stand it. I just can't stand it.
Here's the fierce dumbling, pounding his mighty chest while all the other animals cower in the distance. He He throws back his head and lets out a terrifying roar.
How humiliating.
What's the matter, Patty?
Well, I don't know. See, I was still being broke. Everything was fine, and then suddenly, it all seemed so pointless.
I would have made a terrific trophy.
It's not fair! You promised me a birthday party, and now you say I can't have one. It's not fair!
You're not using the right strategy.
What?
Well, you see, the more you fuss, the worse off you'll be. Why not just admit it was all your own fault? Why not go up to Mom and say, I'm sorry, dear mother. I admit that I've been bad. You were right to cancel my party. From now on, I shall try to be good. That's much better than ranting and raving. All that does is prove the point.
I'm sorry, dear mother. I admit I've been bad, and you were right to cancel my party. Next time, I shall try to be good. I'd rather die!
Beethoven loved the country. He often would take long strolls into the countryside. He liked the peace and quiet of the country. They were an inspiration to him.
Give me that volume pocket.
Beethoven had it nice.
Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
Okay, Snoopy, back in your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Me too. He's just about the best there is.
They're like me. I need this love.
Where was I? Oh, that's right. The prettiest time. Not bad at all. I wonder if it'll snow tonight.
I think I'll just walk right up to that little redheaded girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself. I think I'll ask if I can sit and have lunch with her. I think I'll ask if I can sit and have lunch with her. And then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll just flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday I was a doll. Today I'm a doll. And tomorrow I'll probably still be a doll. There's just so little hope for advancement.
Delightful. My blanket and me. It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I'll just go away and leave it on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just go away and leave it on the floor. La 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 la. Don't you ever let me do that again. Got you back again. Blanket at me. It's foolish, I know it. I'll try to outgrow it. But meanwhile, it's my blanket and me.
Okay, switch channel.
Are you kidding? What makes you think you can come right in here and take over?
These 5 fingers, individually they're nothing. But when I pull them together in a single unit, they become a fighting force, terrible to behold.
Why can't you guys get organized like that?
Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be queen. When I grow up, I'm gonna be the biggest queen there ever was. And I'm gonna live in a big palace with a big front lawn and have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will wave and I will shout.
Lucy, I believe you're in an inherited title. Yes, actually I'm quite sure. A person can only become queen by being born into a royal family of the correct lineage, so that she can assume the throne upon the death of the reigning monarch. I'm sorry, Lucy, but I can't think of any possible way you could ever become queen. I'm sorry, but it's true.
And in the summertime, I'll go out to my summer palace and I'll wear my crown, swimming in everything. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will... What do you mean I can't be queen?
Sorry, Lucy, but it's true.
There must be a loophole. This sort of thing always has a loophole. No one should be kept from being queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic.
Good grief.
Usually it's just a matter of knowing the right people. I've done a few pieces of well-placed correspondence and I reached the queen in no time. I know what I'll do. If I can't be queen, then I'll be very rich. I'll work and work until I'm very rich, and then I'll buy myself a queen.
Good grief.
Then I'll kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I will be head queen. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will wait, and I will shout.
What's the matter, Lucy?
Huh?
What happened to your queendom?
Oh, that, I've given it up. I've decided to devote my life to cultivating my natural beauty.
Little more speed, little more rope, little more wind, little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't drop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Little less speed, little more tack, little less rise, little more slack. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and prove it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have the wonderful kite who likes to see a little kid cry. Little less talk, little more skill, little less luck, little more will. Gotta face this fellow eye to eye. Now that I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching your string on everything passing by. Why not fly? Wait a minute, what's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now. With room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly up.
Dear Ann Flanders, last year I sent 52 Valentines and received 75. This year I sent 58 Valentines and only received 61. Am I right in blaming this on the zip code?
This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. That doesn't sound right. Oh, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Do it. You just don't get nervous. Well, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, as you said, Lucy, this is for you. Merry Christmas. Ah!
Hi, Charlie
Hi,
Brown.
Patty. Oh, wait a minute, Patty. Let me help you here. Say, what is all this?
Valentines. And for all the boys in our class at school, I like it.
Oh, well, we wouldn't want to lose this this one, would we? The one with the initials CB on it?
Oh no, I guess not. Craig Bowerman would be very disappointed.
I can't stand it. Look at them laughing and enjoying themselves with their Valentines. I sent a Valentine to everybody I know this Valentine's Day, and did I get one in return? No, I did not get one single Valentine. And nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. Lucy, I'm depressed. Everything's going wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Perhaps there's something I can do to help. I think what you need most of all is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong.
Do you really think that'll help, Lucy?
Certainly.
All right, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person is thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Well, certainly, Charlie Brown. You don't think by mentioning these few superficial failings that that's what you any good, do you? Charlie Brown, you really have to tell. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida or Shermy or Linus or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Nor Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or Snoop. Wait a minute. Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person so thoroughly, totally, utterly?
Wait. You're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
And yet, there is reason for hope.
There's hope.
For although you're no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but this singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me.
It's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Gosh, you know something, Lucy? I'm beginning to feel a little better already. You're a true friend, Lucy, a true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
Hi, Snoopy. How's it going? What do you say, Tiger? Hi, Snoopy.
I could be fake. Nobody ever calls me Sugar Lips.
Hi,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of a book about which this book reports is about this Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very. I like the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood, and the part where Little John jumped from a rock to the sheriff of Nottingham's back, and then Robin and Mary was swung from the trees in a sudden surprise attack, and they captured the sheriff and all of his goods, and they carried him back to their camp in the woods, and the sheriff was getting their letter and note, wrinkled away, and he sounded the call, and his big rushing in the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people say was the treasure. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it's important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deep motivations. In this report, I plan to discuss the sociological implications of family pressure so strong as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery which he consciously overwhelms. In this report, I also hope to explore Mr. McGregor and his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit's established in the beginning as a bit of
I start writing now when I'm not fully rested. It could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I won't best under pressure, and be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. I should start writing now, and if I start writing now when I'm not fully rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit, Peter. 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ha!
Down came the staff on his head, scratch, and Robin fell like a sack full of lead, crack. The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead, ha! But he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just in an arrow the wind wheeled. It was a sign for the fight to begin, see? And then it looked like the sheriff could win, but not for long. Away they ran, just like rabbits. As you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, this report is about. How do they expect us to write a book report of inequality in just 2 days? How can they expect to make life so miserable and so unfairly in so many ways?
Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
Start writing now when I'm not fully rested. So say my thinking is a soft Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit. All I want every breakfast is one, resting and lost stars.
And they were very, 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 very happy to be home.
The end.
Very, 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 very.
Amen.
Peter Rabbit. something small. It'll somehow renew my faith. Something like that leaf, for instance, clinging to its branch in spite of wind and storm. That makes me think that courage and tenacity are the greatest values a man can have. Suddenly my old confidence is back, and I know that things aren't half as bad as they make them out to be. Suddenly I know that with the strength of his convictions, a man can move mountains, and I can proceed with full confidence in the basic goodness of my fellow man. I know that now. I know it.
Here's the World War I flying high over France in its southwest camp, searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must bring him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, archery used to call it, begins to burn beneath my plane. The Red Baron is fighting. You can't catch me. Actually, tough flying aces never say that. I just, it's hard enough trying to fight the Red Baron without having to fly through weather like this. All right, Red Baron. Where are you? You can't hide forever. Oh, he's got me down on the sun. I've got you this time, Red Baron. Oh, he's took me again. I didn't finish my plane with bullets. Oh, curse you, Red Baron. Curse you and your kind. Curse you and the evil that causes all of this unhappiness. Here's the World War I flying ace, back at the aerodrome in France. Exhausted, yet he does not sleep. For one thought continues to burn in his mind. Someday I'll get you, Red Baron!
Rabbit chasing. Oh, goodness. Let's go, Snoopy. Up and at 'em. It's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The air is clear, the sun is shining, the field and woodlands lie open and inviting. If it's such a magnificent day, why spoil it for the rabbits? Come on, Snoopy. Where's that old thrill of the chase? Where's your spirit of adventure? What kind of a dog are you anyway?
I'm a sleeping dog.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Wasting a perfect day like this. The city's fresh. The trail is clear. Let's get out there and check this out a big old rabbit.
All right, I guess she's determined.
Might as well give the lady her money's worth. Attaboy, Snoopy, we ought to see lots of game today. Well, I guess we're not going to find you these days, Snoopy. But at least you tried. Even though you failed, it always makes you feel good when you know you've done your best.
I hate to disillusion her, but I don't even know what rabbit smells like.
All right, gang. I want this to be our biggest and best game of the season. I want everybody out there playing with everything he's got.
Charlie Brown, I thought up some new strategy for you. See, you tell the other team we're gonna play them at a certain place, only it isn't the real place thing, and when they don't show up, we'll win
The thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork. If we all really grit our teeth and bear down, I'm sure we can finish off this season with...
Charlie Brown, is Lucy going to pitch again? Because if she is, I quit. You know what she does? She's always calling you out there for these conferences on the mound. I go out there, see? I go out there for these secret conferences on the mound. And you know what she does? She kisses me on the nose.
If we all really grit our teeth and bear down, I'm sure we can finish off this season with...
Charlie Brown, perhaps you shouldn't be a playing manager. Perhaps you should be a bench manager.
That's a good idea. You make a great bench manager, Charlie Brown. You can say, bench, do this. Or bench, do that. You can even be in charge of where we put the bench. When we got to the playing field, you could say, let's put the bench here. Or let's put the bench there.
I can't stand it.
What's the sense in our playing when we know we're gonna lose? If there was even 1,000,000 to 1 chance we might win, it might make some sense.
Well, there may not be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure there's at least 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance. Come on, give me a T.
E.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me an M.
Yeah.
What have you got?
Team.
There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win this one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always, but somehow or other disaster struck at the baseball game. Three balls, 2 strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. I threw my curve, but somehow he hit a good strong clout. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to you. She caught it as easy as pie. Then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by fighting a runner and catching a ball in his teeth. Linus caught flies from a 3rd-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had forte to know, we could argue with that. And 1 run could win us the game as I came up to bat.
There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. We get the big time with the big league baseball stars.
The championship is ours.
2 men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go. Then I saw her, that cute little red-headed girl I know.
I vowed I would win it for her, and I shouldered my bat and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Would you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie Brown.
I'm sorry to have to say it right to your face, Lucy, but you're a very crabby person. I know it's become so natural to you that you're not even aware when you're being crabby, but it's true just the same. You're a very crabby person, and you're crabby to just about everyone you meet. Now, I hope you don't mind my saying this, and I hope you'll take it as the spirit of this meant. I think we should all be open to any opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I think Socrates was very right when he said that one of the first rules for anyone in life is to know thyself. Well, I guess I've said about enough. I hope I haven't offended you or anything.
Well, what does Socrates have to do with it anyway? Who was he anyway? Did he ever get to be king? Ah, tell me that. Did he ever get to be king? Did he ever get to be king? Who was Socrates anyway? Know thyself.
Hey, Snoopy, you want to come help me get my arm back in shape? All right, now watch out for this one. It's a new fastball.
Charlie Brown, I'm conducting a survey and I was wondering if you could answer a few questions.
Sure, Lucy.
Well, I'm conducting a survey so that I might know myself better. And the first question is, on a scale from 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 is above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy,
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in strictest confidence.
Still, Lucy, that's a very hard question to answer.
Well, you may have time to think it over, or we can come back to that question later.
I think I'd like to come back to it if you don't mind.
Very well. The next question deals with certain character traits you might have observed. Would you say that I was A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectionable? What would that be, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C? What would you answer that question? Can Charlie Brown please?
Well, I have to say forceful, Lucy, but...
Okay, well then I'll put a check mark at A then. Now, would you rate my ability to get along with other people as poor, fair, good, or excellent?
I think that depends a lot on what you mean by get along with other people.
You know, make friends, sparkle in the crowd, that sort of thing. Quiet!
Do you have space for extension?
Certainly, I'll take a check mark at none of the above. Now, the next question deals with my physical appearance. In referring to my beauty, would you say that I was organization.
Oh yes, by all means, Lucy.
Thank you. Schroeder was right. I feel myself being filled with a glow of self-awareness already. Oh, Patty, I'm conducting a survey and I was wondering if you could answer
110. C. Poor. None of the above. No. And what's it gonna do with the dent you made on my bicycle?
where do these surveys really travel fast? Oh, Linus, I'm conducting a survey and I was wondering if you could answer a few questions.
Uh-huh. Sure, go ahead.
Well, the first question is, on a scale from 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 is above average, and 90 is exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabiness?
You're my big sister.
That's not the question.
No, but that's the answer. Now, Lucy, we both know that if I give you any sort of an honest answer to that question, then you're going to slug me.
Linus, a survey that is not based on honest answers. It's like a house built on a foundation of sand. Would I be wasting my time to conduct this survey if I did not expect complete candor in all its responses? Now, I promise not to slug you. What was your crabbiness rating before?
95?
No one will be expected to keep a word with a rating over 90. Now I just add these two columns and that gives me my answer. There, all done. Now let's see what I've got. It's true. I'm a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person and everybody seems to know it. I've been spreading crabbiness everywhere I go. I'm a super crab. No wonder I even still have friends or even associates. No wonder anybody talks to me at all. I've been spreading unhappiness and resentment everywhere I go. Where did I go wrong? How could I be so selfish? How could I...
What's the matter, Lucy?
Don't speak to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to breathe the air I breathe. I'm no good, Linus. I'm no good.
That's not true, Lucy.
Yes, it is, and there's not one reason why I should go on living on this earth.
Yes, there is.
Name one. One reason why I should go on living on this planet.
Well, for one thing, you have a little brother that loves you. Every now and then I say the right thing.
Of course it's surprising, but surely Lucy knows now she can't be crabby. Where is everybody? I told them to be here. If we don't rehearse, we can't sing at the assembly tomorrow. Charlie Brown, Linus, Lucy.
Give me back my pencil, you blockhead.
No, not to give me back my crayon.
Give me back my pencil, you... If you don't give me back my pencil, I'm going to tell Patty what you said about her.
Stop. We've got to rehearse. You're late.
What did you say about me, Linus?
He said...
See? Stop.
I'm sorry I'm late, but Snoopy.
There's no time to be sorry.
What did he say?
He said...
What? Now remember, this is a mood piece. Just paint a picture with words and music. And concentrate. Remember, adagio con brio.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play.
Give me my pencil.
forms that the sophomore gave us in school today?
Yep, with our name, address, and postal code.
Well, what did you put down where it says family doctor?
Well, I wasn't real sure, so I just put down Dr. Seuss.
My teeth are tingling again. I feel like I gotta bite somebody before sundown or I'm gonna go starve like a dad. And yet, society frowns on such an action. So what do? I'm stuck with tingling teeth. Hooray for I hate cats. To me, cats are like the crabgrass of a banana life. I'm a cat hater, a cat loather, a cat despiser. And yet, I'm scared to death. Oh, my little baby brother Linus with his little blanket.
There's your little baby brother with his silly blanket.
Well, you know how babies fall in their blanket.
I am Count Dracula from Transylvania.
Sometimes I think I'll just pull up stakes and move out of here. Run my lines, meet new people. Yet, one thing binds me to this spot. That old sucker dish.
Hi, Linus. Where are you going? Oh, hi, Charlie Brown. Lucy's teaching me. She says that an education of her little brother is important to a big sister, so she's teaching me. Boy, is she intelligent.
Come on, Linus.
Do you see this tree? It is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats, and it also gives us wool in the wintertime.
Gosh, Lucy, that's fascinating.
Do you see this elm tree? It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. An oak, and you can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
Gosh, very interesting. You never knew that before. Now, Lucy, I don't need to interfere, but
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds, they make the wind blow.
And way down there, those tiny little black things. Those are bugs. They make the grass grow.
that's so.
Yes, they run around all day long, tugging and tugging at each little seedling until it grows into a big tall blade of grass.
Boy, that's amazing. Oh, good grief.
And this thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, but no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gives so much water. Do you see that bird? It's called an eagle. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And on Christmas and Thanksgiving, we do.
I'm sorry, man. I can't just sit idly by and listen to your wild. You know, Lucy, I know that's wrong. Snow doesn't come up, it comes
when no furry friend comes to greet him after school. And he'll rush out to the doghouse, but it'll be too late. And there'll be nothing left but the dry bones of a former friend who used to run and play so happy. Nothing left.
Hey, Snoopy, are you asleep or something? I've been standing here a whole minute with your supper.
Supper time! Supper time!
Behold, the brimming bowl of meantime meal, which has been served to ease my hunger. Behold, the flowing flag and moist and sweet, which has been served to slake my thirst.
You know, Snoopy, there's no need for a big production. Just get down off your doghouse and eat.
It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And it's supper time. Can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up with the supper, supper time. Bring on the tofu, bring on the bones, bring on it's
Winter time's nice with the ice and snow. Summertime's nice with the place to go. Bedtime, overtime, half time too. But they just can't hold a candle to not the good time.
Bring on the hammer, bring on the butter.
Good puppy love everyone. It's supper. Do supper. Supper. Puppy love. It's supper. Do supper. Do.
Why can't you just eat your meal quietly and calmly like any other normal dog?
Now what's wrong with making supper time a joyous occasion?
I don't know, Lion. It looks like an airplane to me, the way the lights are blinking on and off. Brother, is that an airplane or a star?
At least a star, or a planet.
kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Finding a